At ADNOC Logistics and Services, we do believe that consistency is the focus. In our experience, it isn't about, it's always tied up with particular moments. It's also tied up with consistency. That's why we focus in embedding the standardization procedures within ADNOC Logistics and Services ecosystem. Our routine tasks with the high value pressure operations are always executed with the same disciplines. The second point, obviously, is the routine work. When it gets extra attention, it have anything that creates an activity, it receives a higher attention. And that's because our familiarity can build competency within our manpower. We reinforce the critical controls. We conduct frequent toolbox talks, and we use real-time monitoring to ensure that routine works are always treated in the same regular complex operations. Last but not least, we always think that preparedness protects our high value pressure phases. So in peak pressures, moments are fully anticipated in our planning and drilling cycles. We do drills, simulations, we do scenarios based on training. We ensure that our teams are well prepared at all times. So we elevate our activities and it doesn't translate into an elevated risk. Well, basically, we have three main types of segments that we always look at. The first one is we adopt to one framework for everyone. We align with all parties. We align with contractors. We align with, ADNOC Logistics and Services partners, and we make sure that they all align under one integrated HSC framework. ADNOC staff basically and contractors and third parties, their expectations of minimum standards are consistent and they are non-negotiable for us. The second point, obviously, is to have a joint training and shared learning. We do adopt and we invest heavily in the sharing services for training. We also have a same induction for all workers on offshore sites as well as onshore sites. And we also have the same reporting channels. And that includes the buildup of common vocabulary and eliminates ambiguity. The third point, obviously, is coaching instead of policing. We don't police our manpower. We don't police our contractors and vendors. We always try to develop their approach. Instead of simply auditing them, we partner with them and we closely monitor and build that kind of capability within the ecosystem of ADNOC Logistics and Services. For ADNOC Logistics and Services, we are a data-driven and guided investment company. What we do is that we prioritize our using of data. We do the risk assessments and incident trends and predictive analytics. Our incentives and initiatives that deliver the greatest risk reduction per our investment naturally rise on top of each and every segment. On the second thing, that we always deal with business continuity as a filtering process. Anything that affect positively on the reliability of the customer commitment and anything that builds efficiency within our framework, we always treat that as fast track. This will always ensure that the improvements is always supported and our management is always supporting the operational continuity. Last but not least is small wins lead to scalable impact. In our business, especially in logistics, when we deal with offshore logistics and marine and a complex environment, we balance major programs with micro improvements. So what we do is that we require limited resources, but we also deliver quick and positive impact across the whole fleet and terminal improvements. So this is the environments that we deal with, and these are the dynamics that we handle.